Welcome to Write, Publish, and Market Your Book 1, Lesson 8. In this lesson, we'll go over merchandising, where and how to sell it, discussing apps, an overview of the course, some final plans, and a few final questions. Assignment review. Did you finish your assignment from the previous lesson? If so, share it with Andrea and the rest of your class. And if you're a viewer not in the classroom, always reach out to friends and loved ones or an editor you trust for feedback. Merchandise. Where to start and how to sell. What to create and where to start. You'll need to make notes and compile a list of possible items for you to obtain and sell. Craft the items yourself and use DIY videos. Craft the items yourself and use do-it-yourself videos online for reference. Use companies to outsource your product. They take a cut, but you merely must upload your image or branding, and they can do all the muscle work. They will also print on demand your product or t-shirts, much like Amazon with self-publishing your novel. For example, iBlaze make color-changing potions that are inspired from my first book. I use these to attract people to my booth at conventions or events. I also have miniature customized notebooks to look surreal, since characters in my world have tomes to keep their spells in. Try to produce merchandise that fits your genre or current project. Don't be afraid to change up your product if you release a new novel. It's good to think about it now so you can work on it over time, like most of the process for anything we've been doing. Any progress is progress. It's never an aha moment down the road that makes us content or whole. It's a multitude of those moments that compile into the end result. Always keep that in mind. Where to sell. Conventions and events, at book signings, Squarespace.com. You can launch an online shop and become a business. You'll receive invoices and you will fulfill them by shipping the purchased items. Don't let companies make you think you need to purchase a service to sell effectively. I'll go over this more in a future update of the curriculum. You can also sell your product at at-home events via practicing a convention run or inviting your friends and family to check on your new release. Apps. Getting started. Mobile apps are one of the most successful ways to attract new customers, readers, etc. Everyone always has their phone on them and tend to check them often, or will merely opt out for an app over having to log into a website on their computer. Having an app designed can be expensive, but depending on your needs or what you want to get out of your app, it can dictate the price. You could create an app that works as a sort of mobile hub for your author page or current projects. Make special posts on an app to update readers and followers, or whatever your imagination can do for you. You could create an app that works as a sort of mobile hub for your author page or current books. Make special posts on an app to update readers and followers, or whatever your imagination can do for you. Creating and designing an app can be as challenging as making a brand name that works for you. Don't worry if you can't think of how to utilize a custom app for your projects and books right away. All good things take time. Make a list of ideas for the type of apps you could create or use to broaden your audience or captivate them. Overview of your progress. At this point, you should have or be working towards the following. Have your working titles and or bio, have a book outline for your novel, writing schedule. Even if you can't stick to one, merely having one will help you. And if you can't write all the time, try summarizing your story into shorter sentences or continue to brainstorm. Gather a list of publishers and list their expectations. A query letter, your 4 versions of your bio, a one-liner, 1 paragraph, 2 paragraphs, and a full-page bio about yourself. For those that are self-publishing, an account on the Bowker site through myidentifiers.com, where you will be purchasing ISBNs for your novels. Amazon KDP account through the link here. A Fiverr account, and begin researching artists you'd like to hire. There are also other platforms you can hire artists as well. Building your network, the more people you know, the easier it might become to find services for your books. And more people will know about you and what you're doing. Have a brand name or working towards devising a brand for your publishing name. Have a business card designed. Even if you can't order them yet, it's good to have it ready to order. You can create an account on Vistaprint by clicking the link here. Your first order will also have a discount, so you can always order a nice chunk of them and stock up. You can also order samples before you even order your business cards, so you can see how it looks and how it feels. Cover art draft or images as reference material, so it'll give an artist an idea of what you'd like. You can also make the cover art yourself via the programs we use through Amazon KDP, a marketing strategy. Sell, sell, sell. Be sure to put any marketing notes in a notebook or Word document on your PC. Have a blog and or newsletter. This will help you build your audience and get people interested about your stuff. Your blog can be about the topic of your book or even about how your day was. Have a way for you to expand your newsletter, a button on your website to allow people to sign up with ease, newsletter sign up at book signings and events, etc. Have a book to review or have reviewed a book and put it in your blog. Have a general idea of the type of readers you'll attract. Try to incorporate yourself into those genres of groups. Begin working on a list of items and merchandise you can sell to promote your novel and research where you'll sell it. Many companies will print your t-shirts and other items on demand by taking a cut. A lot of things you can make yourself, but there are some great companies that can do all the muscle work for you. See what works best for your project. Final plans. If you have a novel completed and edited, along with a cover, or are willing to create a cover on Amazon KDP, you will be able to go to the hub of the PowerPoint for a guide on uploading your book and cover and pricing your book. You can also get assistance for this in class as well. If you are still writing, keep writing. As I've mentioned before, a page a day makes 365 pages in a year. Even less than a page worth of words daily is astounding over time. If you write something down, you're more likely to do it. Never be afraid to make a list of things you want to accomplish and check things off over time. It'll allow you to realize how much you're actually achieving. Never be afraid to back up your novels or other projects to a flash drive. I have multiple flash drives with a copy of my master folder, which contains all my writings, marketing ideas, illustrations from artists, my covers, etc. I even keep a flash drive in my tornado shelter. What should you do if you self-publish your first novel? Keep writing. Is your novel an ongoing series? If so, start writing the rest of the series, or even begin writing a new novel. Advertise, market, and employ what you've learned or acquired from the lessons. Put yourself out there. Keep looking into conventions, fall festivals, farmers markets, and the like. Blog your heart away. Do whatever comes to mind. I can't write. What do I do? Even if you struggle to write, never think brainstorming or finding inspiration elsewhere is a waste of time. Creating takes a lot of work and brain power. Some of the greatest authors in history could only write a page a day. If you can't write in one story, maybe try writing elsewhere, or drawing some pictures, or picking up a new hobby that seems interesting or piques your interest. You could try writing poems instead, or opt for a short story with a theme that would challenge yourself, like writing in a genre that you normally wouldn't, or anything else that could come to mind. Maybe self-publish your own magazine that can release on a set or quarterly schedule. There are so many possibilities. It all comes down to you. Lesson 8 conclusion. Congratulations! This is the conclusion of the 8 lessons within this PowerPoint and curriculum. I hope the information and resources will aid you in your future endeavors. There are other resources and aids still within the hub of the PowerPoint, so be sure to check them out. Your assignment for Lesson 8 is to make a list of book-related merchandise specific to your book. Devise a plan on how you'll obtain the merchandise you'll be selling. Research companies that produce t-shirts or bookmarks. Pretend you had an app made for your books or projects. What kind of app would you need? Brainstorm app ideas when you can. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask Andrea or someone in class. And if you're a viewer not in the classroom, always reach out to friends and loved ones or an editor you trust for feedback. And if all else fails, leave a comment down below. And now I'll click the Home button to return to the Lesson Hub. And that concludes Lesson 8 of the curriculum. Thank you for partaking in the lesson, and don't forget to like the video if it helped you. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and be sure to subscribe for more writing-related content. See you in the next video, which we will be going over the additional supplies and additional resources in the curriculum.